Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what looks like another great day for hockey today at the NHL for Kids tournament. My name is Olivier Boivin, and today we have a matchup that could end up being a classic between the little Blackhawks and the little Canadiens. The little Canadiens look to keep on their undefeated streak. They're 3-0 so far in the tournament, have 15 goals for, and have one of the best scorers of the tournament in Junior Potvin. On the little Blackhawks side, their goal today will be clearly to limit Montreal's offensive chances. They have a lot of talent, but they have to find a way to figure it out. On Montreal's side, just have to play a constant game of full pressure, and they should be able to get out with the win if they do it things right like they did in the other games. Warm-ups has ended and teams will get ready to start the game. And on the Blackhawks side, the starting goaltender looks to be Wesley Gauthier. He has won one and lost one so far in this tournament. On Montreal's side, it looks like Edouard Grenier will get the start today, as both goalies looking to snatch a win. Stage is set. Vaillancourt faces Marcoux at the face-off. Face-off won by Montreal. Puck back in front. Dump to the corner. Blackhawks trying to get in the zone, but he can't get it off. And there's Potvin. Potvin flying through the zone. Puck back in front to Vaillancourt. Vaillancourt cuts. Tried a shot, but missed it wide. Back at defense. Dumps it in front for Potvin. Potvin tried to get fancy, but lost it. And then the Blackhawks are trying to get it out, and they're going to dump it to center ice, and it's going to join Gagnon. Gagnon tried to cut in front, but it was missed, and Potvin back at it again. Potvin has almost 3 players on the Blackhawks on him, and he tries a shot that's far. It's blocked by Zachary's blocker. Puck's battle in the corner and tried to get it out, and Potvin tried a slap shot, but couldn't get it on, and pass back in front, the backhand, and he scores. Well, Montreal starts quickly And they're already up 1-0 on the board. A play that was completed in front by Vaillancourt. It's his third of the tournament. And an early lead for Montreal. Face off. Puck's gonna get in Montreal's stick. And they get it back. Carragher, couple of moves. Tries to get fancy but lost it at the blue line. And it gets back to the Blackhawks D-line. Trying to find a partner to set the attack up. And it's us in front for Contreras, and he had a 2-on-1 developing but couldn't make anything out of it. And now it's taken back by Montreal. Here's Fulmer. Cross-ice feed. That was for Ross, but Ross entered the zone too early. That's an offside. Face-off just outside of the Blackhawks zone. And Montreal's going to win it again. There's Potvin. Dancing to the defense. Tries to cut in. And he scores! Well, Potvin just showed how great he was once again. A little silly too. It comes with it, and Montreal already up 2-0 with just about 3 minutes played into this first period. Won by Marcoux first. Face-off won by the Blockers, but they already lost it. And then they get back at it. Marcoux tries to dump it in. Marcoux lost it. There were 2 Habs players on him. And it's Vitrinas. Vitrinas tries to cut in front, but lost the puck. And then it's retrieved by Potvin. Potvin flying once again and spin around the middle ice. But lost the puck, and it's a Blackhawks counter attack. 2-on-3. Puck is playing in the corner. Couple of sticks were set up. And a pass. Oh, try to join the defense, and now it's Potvin on the 2-on-1. Potvin with Vaillancourt. Potvin tries to pass to Vaillancourt. He shoots, but that was gloved by Zachary. Wasn't too dangerous of a chance for Montreal. 8:08 to go in the first period. Carragher wins it. Behind shot, and it was deflected. Into the standings it goes. Won again by the junior Canadiens, who have been doing fantastic at the face-off tonight. Puck's battling in the corner, and Blockers are trying to get out of the zone, try to join a teammate, but couldn't do it. And there's Montreal once again. Vitrinas tries to get around, but defender, but can't do it. Blackhawks will have to find a way to beat Montreal's offensive pressure and force them to make mistakes. There's a counter attack, and maybe no. It was looking like to be a 2-on-1, but Montreal's defenders got at it first. And tries in front, but Tarenkov. There's a counter attack for Montreal. Quick feed from Carragher, moves to the defense, and couldn't find a teammate nor shoot. And now he's battling at the corner for the puck. It's back in front, Benamar. Benamar lost it, and it's the counter attack for Chicago. Perron looking for a move between the legs, but lost the puck at the last second before attempting a shot. Montreal gets back at it. Fulmer. A long pass for Benamar. Bonamar will try to get alone, and he's all in front of the goaltender, and Zachary made a great save. Now both teams playing ping pong with the puck, and finally Chicago dumps it. It isn't an icing, so it's still rolling. Up in front for Vaillancourt. Cross-ice feed, puck was lost, and now it's retrieved back by Potvin. Potvin, couple of dekes, couldn't get through the Hawks players, and now it's a counter-attack with Montreal's defenders. Stay solid so far. Puck's battle in the corner, retrieved by Gagnon. Gagnon tried to reach Vaillancourt, but couldn't do it, and Hawks have to retrieve back in their zone. Vaillancourt passes to defenseman. Looks through with a shot and a rebound. That was offered by Grenier, but couldn't make anything out of it. And now Montreal's coming back the other way. Pass in front, Potvin has the puck on his stick once again, and there was an offside on that one. A little miscommunication from the Habs' first line. Face off right outside of the Blackhawks zone. Jerriger lost it. First time he loses a face-off tonight. Behind net, Montreal looking for options. He's it back in front. And Montreal's going to counter-attack. Dupuis. Oh, and collides with a teammate center ice, but gets it back. Dupuis moves it and backs it in the end of the zone, and it's going to be a battle for the puck. But it looks like Montreal will be penalized. Nathan Dupuis going to the box for Montreal. A perfect chance for Chicago to reduce Montreal's lead to 1 with 4:48 left in the first. Top unit out for the Blackhawks. Still won by Montreal. Try to get it out by the boards, and it's an accomplished mission, but Chicago right back up in the zone. Less it to the defenseman. A wrister that was not too dangerous, but it reached the goaltender. That's what the Blackhawks need to do. They need to get more shots on goal. Left it to the defenseman. A shot that reached Grenier, but Esco wasn't too dangerous of a shot from him. With 1:27 left to Montreal's penalty. Tatarenkov looked like he was about to win it, but he lost it, and Montreal dumps it right away. And now the counter-attack for the Blackhawks. Contreras tries to find a teammate, lets it at defense. And a shot that was blocked. And now as the counter-attack, it's a short-ended break for Montreal. Here's Bernard. And oh, what a back check from Perron. And now the Blackhawks with the counter-attack. Tries to reach in front of that. There's a ricocheted off the skate, but nothing much came out of it, and Montreal is going to exit the zone with the puck. And now they maybe try to get too cute with it. Has the Blackhawks get back in Montreal's zone, 2-on-2. And lost again. The Blackhawks can't seem to get organized in their opponent's zone. And now the counterattack from Montreal tries to go between the legs. Vaillancourt could have tripled Montreal's lead, but it stays 2-0. Another pass that misses for the Blackhawks. And a huge hit that will result in a penalty. And looks like Montreal is the team that will be penalized once again, as Messina's going to the box. Montreal's losing a great defenseman. And for about 6 seconds, we'll be down 2 men. Potvin on the ice. And Montreal can't puck almost exited the zone, and now Chicago's looking to attack. Cuts in front and he scores! Malik Marku, who has been known for his defensive game so far in the tournament, is finally on the board. And the Blackhawks reduce Montreal's lead on the power play. It's now 2-1 with 2:39 to go in the first period. And now the question will be, how will Montreal react to this goal? Will they play it conservative or try to push for another one? Let's see, still time left in the first. Puck up in front. Fulmer, cross ice feed to Joseph. Joseph lost it. And now the Blackhawks get back to it, and now it's a counter-attack for the Blackhawks. That's it in front, the return in front. And a wide open net that was missed. No one to put the puck in the net. Now cross-ice feed from Potvin. Tried to reach Vaillancourt, but he couldn't put it home. Puck was out behind. Now Potvin dances through the defense and tried to cut it, but couldn't do it. And now the Blackhawks are back the other way. Here's Vinogradov. A backhand. Oh, that completely missed the net. Didn't even reach a teammate, so Montreal takes that chance to counterattack. Here's Vaillancourt in front for Fulmer. Fulmer looking for option. Passes in front. Potvin with a shot. Usually has a quick release, but this time took a little bit more time to shoot, and puck was deflected in the stands. A minute and 35 left in the first period. The little Canadiens still up 2-1. Pucks chasing corners, going back to the defense to Vitrina. Vitrina keeps it in, and it's back in front. Here's a shot, and they score! Chase Carragher doesn't miss on that wrister. And he makes sure Montreal walks into the second period with a 2-goal lead, as it's now 3-1 with a minute and 21 left in the first. Marku will face Carragher. Pucks retrieved by the Blackhawks at the face-off. Counter-attack. And no offside on that one. That was a close call. And now Marku tries to cut in. The backhand and the wide. Oh! A dangerous play by Joseph, who brought it back in front of his net. Could have resulted in a Hawks goal. And now Marku's controlling the puck, but he has 2 players on him, and Montreal gets it out. And it's going to be a counter-attack. Fulmer cuts in front of the defense. He's all alone. He missed the shot. Try to glove side, and now back in front, and they score. And they get it right back. It's Carragher again. And Montreal shows no mercy in the first period to their opponent. It's now 4-1. And now we'll see how the Blackhawks react to this one. 2 late goals in the first period. Will they find a way to complete a comeback? Puck's retrieved by Esko at the faceoff. Esko tried to reach Vinogradov, but he lost the puck. And now Montreal with a counter-attack once again in the corner. Benamara was looking for options and he couldn't. And now the Blackhawks get out of the zone, but Montreal keeps on applying pressure on the Blackhawks, who can't seem to get out of their zone. And now, with about 8 seconds left, maybe a last chance for the Blackhawks. But Montreal will play it safe and start the second period with a 3-goal lead. Montreal now leads 4-1 after this first period. I mean, you have to think about what the Blackhawks coach will tell his players, because it has to be demotivating. You're facing the best team in the tournament and you're already down 4-1 in the first period. You had a goal in the power play to get back, make it 2-1. Lead was close, but now you have Montreal striking twice to make it a 4-1 game. So what card he has up his sleeves, we'll see, but he looks pretty animated at the Hawks bench. Maybe trying to get a spark in his players. And Montreal on their side looking maybe to stay aggressive, stay dominant. But maybe we'll play a more conservative style of hockey in the second. But when you have a guy like Junior Potvin on your team, I mean, I don't think playing conservative is their goal. But we'll see what they come up with. Vaillancourt faces Arerana Tanat Dragoon at the face-off, and it's won by Montreal. And now the Blackhawks already aggressive on the face-off, and it works, and with a drive, and it was missed. A great pressure for Arerana Tanat Dragoon. And this will be called an icing. Blackhawks with an aggressive start. Montreal panicked a little bit, dumped the puck. Now it's getting back in their zone. Marco at the faceoff for the Hawks. He's been great for them tonight. His teammates need to step it up. And now try to reach Potvin in front for the Canadiens, but it missed. And now the Blackhawks have a chance to counter-attack. But the puck was lost on the center ice, and now Potvin back with it. Potvin, couple of moves, try to get fancy, but lost it, and it looks like a slashing call will be handed to the Blackhawks. And Vaillancourt looks like to be the man responsible for this hooking call. And Montreal, who really didn't need a power play, will have a chance to get up by 4 goals early in the second. And it's a 5-on-3. A lot of space to work with. Potvin lets it behind for his defenseman. Back in front for Potvin. Potvin has the slot open. He drives, and a shot that maybe missed a little power. And Potvin backing it away. He shoots. Just missed over the crossbar. Potvin lets it for his defenseman. This power play really runs through Potvin. And now Montreal will be handed a hooking call too. Vaillancourt was caught slipping at his blue line. Try to stop the Hawks defenseman. The Hawks forward, sorry. And now a lot of space to work with once again. We're now 4 on 3. It's won by the Hawks, and a shot right off the face-off. Wasn't too menacing, but he got to the goal. And all the Canadiens try to counter-attack. There's some pressure. He's going to get back in his zone and organize. Here's Messina. Passes in front for Dupuis. Dupuis tried a shot, but lost his stick. And now the Blackhawks try to get it out of the zone and even attack. And this is looking to be a breakaway. He comes in, pass in front. Oh, probably should have taken the shot, but was too generous on that one. Tried to hand it for Marcoux, but he couldn't get it through. Marcoux behind. Here's the shot, the wrister by Perron. Reached the net, but easily gloved by Grenier. And this is these kind of opportunities that could haunt the Blackhawks if they do end up coming back. If they lose it in a 1-goal game, you got to think about this breakaway. Blackhawks win it, a chance to organize it. 3 against 4, now it's blocked, and it's gonna be a breakaway. And he, tried a late shot. Russ couldn't beat Zachary. Counter-attack. And now the Hawks try to cut it in front, and Selly was near the goaltender, but Grenier plays it safe and freezes it. Fulmer lost it at the face-off. Blockers retrieve it. And there's a wrist shot at defense. Reaches the goaltender, but freezes it easily. And now we're still in 4-on-4 for 22 seconds. Then the Blockers are going to get a short power play. Let's see if they can do anything out of it. Montreal battles in puck at the end of their zone. And now he gets it out. Fulmer. Fulmer with Ross. 2-on-1 and a pass for Ross. That missed, but it's retrieved by him. But now the Blackhawks counter-attack, and it's their defenseman, Esco. Esco gets an attack, tries to get through the defenseman by sliding the puck under his skates, but couldn't complete the deke. And now a pass in front. Blackhawks attacking with 12 seconds left to their power play. Behind the net, Blackhawks trying to get organized. A pass in front. Tried to reach Vinogradov, but couldn't even get a shot on net. And now the Black Canadiens try to get it out of the zone, and they do it. And it's not going to be an icing call because the puck slowed down. And now Montreal even gets an attack. He's all alone. He shoots. He scores. Well, Vaillancourt jumped on this puck and never hesitated. Puts the puck between the goalie's pads, and he makes it a 5-1 game. This one might slowly get out of reach for the Blackhawks. Look like they have no answer to the Little Canadiens' offense threat. As the Blackhawks look like they were starting to install themselves in Montreal's zone at the end of their power play, but then Montreal found a way to and now the Hawks will need a goal for sure in the next minutes. Puck is battling the zone. Lost by Marcoux, and it goes in the left corner. Blockers are trying to get it out, but Montreal's defensemen are coming to attack with them. And now maybe a chance in front, a couple of deke, but he couldn't get it through. Marcoux. Always 2 players on Marcoux. Maybe this is the strategy. Oh, and a shot that hit the crossbar. That was unexpected, and it was Vaillancourt again. He's been having an outstanding performance. And now Montreal counterattacks it to 2-on-1. Cross ice maybe for Potvin, and no, he tried the shot, but couldn't even get it on net. And now Potvin back in again. In front, and the shot. was blocked by Zachary. Vaillancourt, really dangerous so far, but you know, when you're the Blackhawks and you have to cover Potvin already, and then you have pretty much every forward on their team can be a threat to the Blackhawks defense, it's starting to get hard to follow up. In the corner for the Hawks. Puck to reach Zachary and will be freezed. Face-off won by Montreal. A drive from the face-off from Benamar. Reached the net. Goalie dropped it, but was retrieved quickly. And another face-off. Carragher finds a way to win another face-off. And now it's a battle for the puck near the boards. And now the Blackhawks find a way to get it out, but the Canadiens defensemen keep it in. And now a counter-attack. He's all alone. A shot, and he tried to beat him blocker side. But Benamar, the defenseman, couldn't get that goal. 6:19 left in the second. Montreal still with their commanding lead. It's 5-1. And now from the faceoff, tried a shot while falling, and it was Benamar again. Looked like he was tripped for a second, but refs decided to let it play out. Now the faceoff will be at the left side of Zachary. This time it's won by the Hawks. Behind the net. Trying to get it out by Selly. Selly dumps it. Gets it out, but it's right back to Montreal's defense and up in front. Again, the counter-attack. Benamar. Benamar gets help in the corner from Carragher. But the Blackhawks retrieve it, and by the board, it goes. Benamar, what a play. He's having a fantastic shift so far. Benamar still fighting for the puck, and now we'll lose it. Vaillancourt will try to get it out for the Hawks. He reached Tatarenkov. And now it's the counter-attack for the Hawks, and he tried to slip in for the defense. And Montreal hooked him, and they will be penalized for this. And a penalty coming up for the Canadiens. Looks like Carragher is the man committed the hook, and now the Hawks will have a chance to maybe get a goal. Change the mood of the game, but now it's dumped in, and now it's gonna be Potvin, but he had pressure and he forced to go back at the center ice, and now a counter-attack for the Hawks. Oh, and a huge hit along the board. Play keeps going. Pass, reach the front, and it ricocheted. It's not controlled by Grenier. And now the Hawks counter-attack. It's a shot blocked easily. And now back in defense for the Hawks. A long shot redirected in the right corner. And now Potvin's going to get it out. And he finds his teammate in front. It's a breakaway once again, and can't get it in. Montreal has been trying a lot of wrist shots on breakaway, trying to get between Zachary's leg, but doesn't seem to work. So Montreal so far on breakaways tonight, not that good. And play will be stopped after Three players for both teams were fighting for the puck. Refs decided to blow the whistle. Varencourt try to get physical at the faceoff, but the Blackhawks come out of it with it. And now, move that was trying to spin around for Marcoux. Marcoux dumps it in for himself, but can't get it back. Habs defenseman was first on it. And now they get it out. Marcoux try to move, and now will dump it. Can't find a teammate. It gets back to Montreal. And they dump it and will let the last seconds of the power play roll on. But the ref blew it. By accident, it seems. Montreal could have still iced it because there was 13 seconds left to their penalty. And now back at the center ice. Montreal first on it. On the corner, Dupuis trying to get it out. And the Blackhawks will find a way, but Montreal's defenseman first on it in the corner. Puck stays along the board. A lot of physical play, and this will result in a penalty for the little Blackhawks. Lincoln Gagnon caught in the moment, and now Montreal with a chance to take a 5-goal lead before heading to the locker room. Carriger wins it against Marco at the faceoff. As I see Montreal defenseman try to Richter, and it's deflected by the blocker. It's back in the corner. Up in front for Montreal. Pass in front, and the shot that wasn't too menacing by Carriger, and Blackhawks find a way to get it out. Habs defenseman organized. Try a long pass in front. Well, the Hawks forward was first on it. And now Montreal has to reorganize. And now the counter attack from Varencourt. Varencourt lets it behind for Carriger. Carriger with a couple of deke. Lets it for Varencourt. Try to get it out. Three Hawks player on them. Back to the fence, and a shot that... A wrist shot that was deflected. Went into the stands. Benamar wins it at the faceoff. Potvin, a long feed at defense for Joseph. Tried to direct it to the net, but Montreal defensemen aren't to try to take shots. Now the Hawks trying to get it out. They may be trying to attack too. They know they need to go. Multiple ones too. And the Hawks finally get it out. And it's back to Russo. Russo dumps it for himself. Russo, the defenseman, attacking all alone. He's behind the net now. Russo looking for options. It's back in front. Defenseman gets it back. Russo. And now the pass that was intended for Joseph, and it was intercepted. And now the Hawks almost had a break, but Potvin was here first to get it, and he counterattacks. Potvin with 20 seconds left to their power play. Potvin tries to cut in. A great move, and couldn't get past the last defenseman on his way. And the Blackhawks will get it out. Their power play. Montreal heads about now. So now 5-on-5 hockey. As we're entering the last minute of play in the second period. And now back in front. Was stopped by Zachary, who dived to get to it. And the second period nearing its end as we're seeing a face-off in the Blackhawks zone, and now the Blackhawks trying to get it out, but How's defenseman blocked it again. And now in the corner, a hit by the Blackhawks defenseman, but plays still rolling. Battle for a puck, 3 Hawks players on Vaillancourt now. Cuts in front. It gets behind. Try to reach for Vaillancourt in front, but he lost the puck. And now the Hawks trying to get it out. Maybe time for a last attack. And now, oh, a mistake by Messina. And now the Hawks are going to try to make something out of it. And no, they can't. House defenseman was first on it, and puck is dumped. No icing. This should mark the end of the second period. Montreal up 5-1. This second period was a test for the Blackhawks to see if they could get back in this game. What they could only do was limit the damage. They've let Montreal score 1 at the end of one of their power play, and they couldn't, provide of their offensive chances. They had a breakaway, and they decided to pass it maybe too late and try to get to Marku, but they got too cute with it and lost the puck. So Montreal will come back really confident to go 4-0 in the third period, as the Blackhawks might try to save their face and score a few goals, but we'll see what's about to happen. Cowardice. outside of the Blackhawks zone. Face-off was a draw, but Potvin was first on it, and Potvin gets the puck in front and delays the shot, and he scores! Fulmer heads into the injury, and now it's 6-1, a power play goal. And you can't let Potvin alone with all the magical things he can do. The little Canadiens captain with a magnificent play. And now, with 2:45, we're nearing the end of this game. Joseph tried to get across for Russo, but missed it. And now, for the Hawks, it's Gagnon. Behind the net is Tatarenkov, and tried to reach a teammate in front of the net, but couldn't do it. And now, Potvin at it again. Cuts in front. There was a teammate in the way. Let it behind, but now it's back to Potvin. Potvin with a toe drag. Couldn't get to it, and he lost his stick. And now it's Perron who got tripped up. Refs are going to let it slide. The little Blackhawks putting pressure on the little Canadiens. But Montreal has way more mobile defensemen, and they easily can get it out, and they prove it once again as Montreal counterattacks, and it was Benamar at the little, and now maybe a too many men on the ice call. Not sure. And looks like this is the call. Too many men on the ice for the little Canadiens. And the Hawks will finish the game on the power play if they can't score a goal. And now Blackhawks trying to organize. Shot it from far away, but Grenier gloved it. A face-off at his left. Marcoux opposing Van Cornets. Won by Marcoux. Shoot right off the face-off. A reader, no! Glove save by Grenier, who stays solid despite his team usually. And what a glove save on Marcoux. It was a close one, and Marcoux wins it. Try to shoot it right off the face-off. And the little Canadiens are going to get it out, but the Hawks get it back right off of the red line. And now it's Perron. Perron in the corner, looking for options. Perron dances through the defense, but can't do much by himself, and try to reach Marcoux in front, but puck passed right in front of him. And now a slap shot that was tried by Gagnon right outside of the face-off dot, and was gloved easily by Grenier once again. With 1:15 left to this game that was a complete domination for Montreal. Didn't let their opponent breathe that much. Now face-off won by Montreal, and the little Canadiens are going at it. And puck was dumped by Carragher in the standings. And there will be a face-off right outside of Montreal's zone. Try to see there's a little movement. The little Blackhawks goaltender was looking at the bench. Not sure why, but face-off it is. Won by the little Blackhawks and lost right away. Russo lost his hedge, and now a counterattack for the Blackhawks. And now, we didn't see Vitrina coming in, and Vitrina all by himself tries a cut in front and a back in Gauthier was looking for the puck behind him, and this was a close call. Almost made it a 7-1 game for the little Canadiens. With 47 seconds left of face-off at the right of Gauthier. And now the little Blackhawks tried to get it out, but was intercepted by Vitrina, who gets it in front for Carragher. Carragher, toe drag, what a move, and just dumped it too high. It was a close call on this one. And now the counter attack for the Hawks. Vinogradov flying on the ice, but can't make anything out of it. And with 18 seconds left, a last chance for Montreal. Dupuis short-handed coming in. And he's violently pushed down the board. A dangerous play by Tanner Isco. And another player down for Montreal. First was Potvin, and now it's Dupuis. I think officials are gonna let the seconds grenade themselves, and Montreal stays undefeated, 4-0 to start the tournament. And the Blackhawks improved to a 1-2 record. And Montreal will have a chance to go 5-0 this afternoon at 1 against the Little Flyers. As for the Blackhawks, they will be playing at noon against the struggling Toronto Maple Leafs. So maybe a chance to get back their confidence after this tough matchup against the Little Canadiens.